All right, guys. Welcome again to our broadcast. That's how they call it, right? Broadcast. And today we have two new people, right? What's going on, guys? You're most welcome, guys. And as you guys who are following us, you can see. Karibuni. Let me welcome you back in Swahili. But before that, we're going to introduce our guest. We have new faces today. I know you guys have met this guy, but we're going to introduce this guy first. And with that, we're going to ask him to introduce himself and tell us about himself. Yes, so welcome, brother.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes.
My name is Steve Hatungimana.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm Burundian.
There you go. That's why I was asking myself, where is that name coming from?
The long one.
Yeah, Hatungimana. What does it mean, though?
Yeah, it's, how can I explain? It's God who keeps us.
Okay. Oh, that's a nice name. Anyways.
Yeah, or you can call me Steve Hart.
Yeah.
As my social media. STV HAT.
Hart.
Yeah, just short forms of my names.
Okay.
If you see STV, that's Steve. HAT, that's Hatungimana.
Hatungimana. Oh, okay. Hart.
I
thought you were talking about the heart inside us.
Well, you can make it hard, or you can make it the heart you wear on your head. All right, that's aside. Yeah, I'm Burundian. I lived in Kenya as well, and now finally I'm here.
So you're Burundian, you're Kenyan, and you're now in Canada.
Yeah,
all right, nice to see you.
I'm getting another one. So probably I'll travel over the world.
But you're most welcome anyways. We're so happy to see you.
Yeah, thank you.
We are glad that you're going to be the main person today. You know, you're our guest, and we believe that we're going to get most of help from you.
Yeah.
And we're going to ask this guy. I think most of the people have met this guy, but he's just going to tell us, to remind us his name, then we can move on to our main topic today. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, sir. My name is David. To those who don't know me, my name is David. And as I said, my last name is Bitakwira, which is, I'm from Congo.
Bitakwira means what? Anyway, sorry.
Bitakwira.
Bitakwira.
Yes. Yeah, Bitakwira. It's just my culture name.
What language? What language?
In Kifulero, if there's Congo's people who are watching. I'm from Congo, part of,
Bitakwira.
Yeah, Bitakwira means it's not going to fit all of us.
What?
It's not for all of us.
It's not for all of us.
It's just for me.
Interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
We have that it's the same in Burundian. Bitakwira.
Yeah. It's
Why?
not for everybody.
What will somebody call themselves that? Like, it's not for all of us.
I think in our cultures, people are given names according to some situations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, okay.
It depends. Maybe some people are given names according to some weathers.
That's the way I understand it, and that's the way they explain it to me, and I just receive it like that.
Anyways,
yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice name. It means what? Sorry, I just forgot.
It's not for all of us.
It's not for all of us, so it's for Bitakwira alone. Okay.
And my name is on social media. You can find me on Instagram as Deuj TV or Deuj Media. On Facebook also the same name. On YouTube either.
Okay, guys, you've heard where to find Mr. Bitakwira is for himself. You need to remember that. And Mr. Hart.
Yeah.
My name is Mapenzi Chamuto. I'm a pastor. I'm a man of God. And my YouTube name is Mr. Give. I love to give. That's why I call it like. Anyways, because Jesus said, give and you will receive. Right. Anyways, we're going to our main question. Today we're talking about Africa. Most of it. We're going to talk about Africa and Africans. Africa is where African comes from, and we have our two guests here. The big man, Rasta man, is coming from our nature from Africa. He's going to tell us more.
The roots.
Exactly. When you see a Rasta man, that means you're seeing the roots of Africa. And we have our young man. He's going to talk about the young guys, right? He's going to talk about Africans.
Right. On a light note, I'm not a Rasta man.
Oh, you're not an Rasta man.
This is just my hairstyle.
My apologies.
Yeah. They say Rastafarian is not a matter, it's just a matter of heart. It's not about your hair or something.
Okay, what does Rasta mean, anyways? Because I usually...
Rastafarian is also a religion, you know that?
Okay.
Yeah, that's why they say it's a matter of heart. I may have these, but...
Challenges.
First of all, I think this is probably, it could be racism somehow. It might be not loud, but somehow they're still facing that racism.
Okay, okay.
Because you might even get in a bus and someone can just stand up, just not to be close to you.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So that's one of the challenges Africans are facing is racism. So it still exists.
Somehow it's not loud, but somehow it's still there.
Okay, okay.
Because even some jobs, when you're applying for them, they even ask you, these websites where you apply for jobs, you're just applying, they're asking you questions, and there's a part where they ask for your origin.
Okay.
So you're thinking, how is my race, my origin affecting my ability to do the job I'm applying for? Why would someone ask me where I come from if they want to hire me?
So that's should we call that a racism?
Could be that they want to know if you're an African or not, for them to hire you.
Okay, that's true. That's true. Because somebody asking you those questions once, because they don't even ask you your qualifications, what you got for you to be qualified for this job, but they're asking you about the race. I don't think that matters in a job qualification, right?
Of course. How would that matter at any point?
You're right. So that's a challenge that Africans are facing, right? Okay. What about you? What do you think? What do you think about what he just talked about that, the racism at work?
It's a lot of stuff that have been going on in this country, especially as Africans. The challenge that we've been facing. It's might be not at the jobs or anywhere in the community where we live in. People they see you on the road because you African. They make sure like they found a way to make you pass, and then they'll pass.
Yes, right. And that brings it back to become a racism, right? So that's you guys. Do you guys see it as a challenge for Africans to make it here in Canada? Because that's the most topic we're talking about. What do they need to make it here in Canada? Because we've seen so many Africans are not making it here, and does it look like a challenge for Africans?
Well, I think one way we can go around it, people can just be united, because we've seen like Indians.
Okay.
Everywhere you go, you see an Indian. Why? They are not even good in English. Some of them are still new.
Okay.
So I think they are more united to a point that they even can give a contract to someone who's still in India and bring them here.
Are you saying Africans are not united? That's why they're going through that? Okay.
That's my point. Because if you're like an African, if they get a big position somewhere, I think they should even make an opportunity for another African. But if an African gets an opportunity somewhere, they don't even want to see another one there. It's like they just want to be by themselves.
That's what I'm trying to find. Why is that happening? Why? Because we cannot unite in that way, right? Why is that happening? An African has got a nice job, and they don't want to feel like they need another African to that job. Why? Why is that happening? Go ahead. I don't want to talk in you.
I think that would be like on a personal level,
right?
But it's a common thing. But the decision of doing that should be could be on a personal level. Why they don't want to be with maybe their community.
Okay.
Probably it could be that we grew up in a culture where just people let you down a lot, so you don't trust people from your culture.
So culture is affecting too. Okay.
Yeah, I think there's a French saying that says a man could just leave the camp. The what is it called? Say, okay, you'll help me to translate this.
Yeah, no. You're free to talk every language you need to. Of course, we Africans, we talk every language, and whoever's watching, anybody who's here watching us, please feel free. You're gonna speak.
So they say
every language.
L'homme quitte la campagne, mais la campagne ne quitte jamais l'homme.
Wow, you know French too.
Yeah,
I don't even know what you're talking about there. Yeah.
You can leave the upcountry, but the culture will never leave your brain.
Damn, okay.
So whatever you came with somehow stays with you. Whatever you used to do back then will always like go behind you.
But why is it only with Africans? Why is it not? Because Indian, okay, I think I get it. Indian come here, Arabs come here, everybody,
Yeah.
they all come here, but why is it only affecting Africans?
I think we are slow to change our minds somehow. Probably it takes us more time to realize that we are in a different way, in a different area, to adapt to that culture where we are. Yeah, because Paul says if you are with Romans, you have to act like Romans to live with them.
So you think
a little bit
culture?
disagree about it, because
Yes,
it's not about culture. If it's about culture, all of us, everybody has culture, his own culture, and then every culture they believe in their ways. We don't believe in the same thing. As my culture, I believe in something. Your culture, you believe in something, which is, it's not about culture, loving others or being together. It's just how African God created us. We don't,
No,
we
I
don't
mean,
have
it's
that
not,
love.
it's not, I didn't mean like the culture, because I believe Africans are the most, I think, more loving people.
Yeah.
But it's like when they get here, it's like they leave that culture, that love at the airport somewhere.
But you say they're coming with that culture which is affecting them here, right?
I mean, the way you grow up.
Oh, is the way? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, it's like you could maybe you don't want maybe people to know what you're doing. It's like somehow maybe I think it's support, because someone I see here who's saying on the comment, he's saying we need to support one another
As Africans.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like we are lacking that support, like that unity. It's like everyone wants to make it by running fast and running far. You can run fast for a short distance, but you can run only far with more people who are encouraging you.
So when you're so many, you can run faster than
No, you can run farther than the person running fast. You see, like this in the running competitions, there are people who run for maybe 100 meters. They run faster than those who are running for some miles.
So okay,
but they can all run farther than those who are running for like a kilometer or 10 kilometers.
What?
Do you get my point?
Yeah.
Like, let's say Usain Bolt.
Right.
I don't think he can do maybe 10 kilometers. But he can run faster than the person running 10 kilometers.
Right.
Yeah. But do you think if they go for 10 kilometers, who will win?
So it's all about supporting each other, right? One second. What about you? What do you think?
What I think about it is, as the guy said in the comment, we're lacking the unity.
Okay. So people are watching comments. Okay, guys, we need to read your comments before. But I'm not shutting you down. But as you guys heard, right? We are talking about Africa.
And Africans.
Why Africa and Africans, and why are Africans not making it here in Canada? Maybe they're not making it there where you are in the state. You might be in America, you might be in Australia, you might be all over the world, right?
Yeah.
Why do you think Africans are not making it? Because we've seen other nations are making it every day. We've seen Indians, we've seen Chinese, we've seen Arabs, we've seen A, B, C, D. But why are Africans not making it? This is the big questions that we have, and this is why, right? That's why we're asking those who are here, those who are commenting, please, you can comment and speak your mind, right? Give us your opinion. Why do you think Africans are not making it? As in the comment, we say that, well, first we need to support one another. Yes, as you said, and I'm following you 100%. Okay, those are the comments that I just heard, and those who are following, please continue to comment, and God bless you.
And also give us your ideas as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, because we have two guests, right? We have this one and this one. They're going to tell us what they think, and it's not only what they think that is right. If you're against what they're thinking, you're free to talk. You know
That's
what I mean?
right.
Yeah. So, as I said, we're talking about Africans. He spoke about culture, and it feels like we disagree with the culture, but what we're lacking is support.
Yeah, it's not the culture exactly, but it's somehow the support and the unity.
So
It's like someone who wants to make it by their own.
so it's not about culture, because everyone comes from a different culture. Like in Congo, we have a lot of cultures. Like in Burundi, you have a lot of cultures in Burundi. Some people do eat nyama, some people don't eat nyama. Nyama is meat. Some people eat bugali, others don't eat bugali. Like somebody will tell you, this is our culture, we don't do this, but we're all from one country.
That's right.
Generally, we're talking about all Africans, and we cannot fix ourselves on that culture thing, right? As somebody said in the comment, like we need that support to each other. Do you think Africans lack that support?
Yes, probably. It's true because you can see you live in a community where people don't like to see others. They don't like to see you surviving. You get something out there, they don't like what you're getting out here.
Are you talking about Africans or people?
I'm talking
generally?
about Africans.
Okay,
You live in an
okay.
African community.
Mhm.
Here is African, when it comes where I win something, or I have something that can help me or you, or something that can make me go far than where I am right now. But other Africans right there, they don't like to see the small thing that I had. But see our fellow brothers out here. Indian man get a job, trying to get somebody else from India to come join him on that thing.
Oh, because I believe even Indians, they have different cultures.
They have different cultures.
They have different places where people come from, but when they get here, they just say Indians. And when they look at you as an Indian, you're coming from India, you're one of them, right? Which Africans, I feel like they were lacking.
Actually, I don't know how true this is, but I've heard that even those Indians that are coming, it's because of those ones that are already here.
Yeah.
So maybe someone has maybe a company and they want to hire people. He will just look maybe for Indians who are back in India, maybe give them a contract and just pay them, like make an arrangement. Tell them, okay, I'm bringing you here. This is our arrangement. Maybe you work for 5 years or something like that. Give you a contract. Maybe pay you less. I don't know.
That's what they're doing?
I've heard of it, some rumors. So instead of just getting someone who's here to pay them like the minimum wage of 17.5 or 20, I would rather get someone from India, give them maybe 15 or 10, and I give them a contract, or maybe 5 years or 10 years.
Is that helping them though?
It is helping them because
it's a way of supporting them, right?
The employer will save money. Imagine saving like $10 an hour for 5 years, and you're helping someone to come here.
I see it like it's a
win-win.
It's in a form
It's a
of
win-win.
support, which is I like.
You are supporting someone, and also you are saving on your budget
But
or your expenses.
are African doing that?
That's what you are lacking.
It's what we're lacking. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So
I think we need maybe some mentorship programs.
So one person did ask a question, a very important question in the comments.
Yeah.
He asks, you talked about support. We've heard what we're lacking from support, right? But he spoke about what is the definition of unity towards Africans. Are we lacking unity? Is it a challenge for us to contribute to build that unity? Like, what is the definition? This is the question. It's a question that is or people who are watching right now. What is the definition of unity toward Africans? Is there anybody who have an answer to that?
For me, as I understand that, is the definition of unity is me loving you, you loving me, and then they bring stuff together, so we work together. If I work with you together and I work with that guy together, bring us together, and then we make a unity. Unity is not for one person. Unity is for two or more than three people. I mean, which is look our like brothers out there, like white people or Indians or every people from different countries. Is have you ever seen a white man see another white man sleeping in the road and just let him die like that? But African can pass through you. You are dying right there, and then just pass to have issue to do with you.
Okay, but why is this question coming? Right? Think about it. He says the question is like, what is the definition of unity towards Africans?
I think how I understand it, I'll put it on the same way like him. I think it's the lack of coming together and try to achieve something big, not as one person.
But that's towards Africa. Okay, go
you
ahead.
see, like in this room, how many people are we?
With 3.
How about the people at the behind the scenes?
The guys who are doing okay.
Do you think you can do it alone?
I can never do it alone, because if I'm talking here, somebody is there. But why are you saying that? Okay, go ahead.
You see, there is unity here, and I'm sure we are different. We are people from different countries doing this podcast.
Exactly.
You see, we are achieving something that one person cannot achieve.
Of course.
So they say two are better than one.
Yeah.
There is my strength. There is your strength. There is his strength. There is their strength. You don't have everything in you. You are not an island.
Right.
Yeah, like Rasta people, they say no man is an island.
You did deny you're going towards that.
Yeah, so there is something you can do. There is I cannot do. There is something you can do, you cannot do. But if you come together, there's something we can just birth that is bigger than what you can achieve yourself.
Okay, so we're lacking, like if I can hear that, we're lacking what we call unity as Africans. We're lacking, number one, we're lacking support.
Yeah.
And the second one, we're lacking unity. Guys who are watching right now, do you think we're lacking unity? Do you think Africans, for them to suffer in this country, like in Canada?
I'll give you an example.
Yes, go ahead.
Today, during the day, I met just a guy, a Ghanaian.
Right?
Yeah.
Today?
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
I think we were together.
Yeah.
Yeah. You remember what he told us about the just coming together?
Right.
For the dispatch company. Like, people are doing dispatch. Africans, mostly they lack jobs to dispatch. Like coming dispatching loads from Canada to US.
Right.
You can get a load from Canada, take it to US, but coming back, you may come in without a load.
Right.
You know why? You don't have a company that look for loads for you. So if you come together as African, you just approach one company that will only be looking for you specifically. Because if you go yourself, you only have one van. So they may not trust you.
Right.
If you have a fleet of van, they might trust you.
Okay.
You see?
Okay.
So if you go with like 5 or 6 people, all of you have vans, you just come together, you just approach like different companies. So you find like you are getting jobs like every week. You are not complaining about your jobs. So you can imagine how many Africans would like to do the dispatch, but their people are already there. They are telling them nowadays the market is not good.
Okay.
You see? But if you have maybe some different companies that are sure, if we go to this company of these black people, they are together, they have united, they have formed a company, they want to be doing dispatch for us. It will be easier for them to look for you instead of just trusting one person, because they might look for you to take a load to US, and already you're in the US, you tell them, no, I'm not there at the moment. Do you think they'll look for you next time?
Of course no, because
But if you are 3 or 4, you might not be all of you in the US. Some of you will be here. So by the time you're coming back, probably you're coming back with some loads from there, and these other guys, they're going with the loads back there.
Okay. So, do you guys agree with that? Because once we are together, big number, support each other, and unite each other, that's how Africa we can move forward. But I've seen somebody saying that we do lack love and unity. Okay, so about love, right? Love comes when we have unity.
Yeah.
That's what I think. And once we lack unity, we're gonna lack support, right? Because I will never support you if I don't unite with you, right?
I think it's unity that comes first
Okay.
before love.
Unity,
Because you love someone you spend time with. If you're not united with someone, if you don't spend time with someone, it's hard to love them.
Right.
So if you come together, you create a relationship.
Okay. Do you guys agree? Okay. I'm gonna ask this young man. He's very young, right? He's a very young man, and he's going to tell us. Do you think that's the only challenge that is affecting Africans? Especially the young men, because this is the generation of tomorrow, right? If we're young, we look at you guys as young. I'm still young. I'm not saying I'm very old, but I'm talking to a young guy. We look at you guys as our future, and those who are watching, if you're still young, you look at yourself as a future guy. Now, do you think this is what is killing Africans wherever they go? They go the state, they go to America, that's the state, and whatever, Canada, they go to Australia, all those Africans who are there. Do you think this is the challenge that is affecting them? Lack of love, lack of unity. Can you tell us? What do you think?
Probably it's now.
Can you go close to the microphone? Yes.
It's not only the challenge that it's affecting us.
Mm-hmm.
There's stuff that we have put our own names. Like as young person, I have seen young people, like personas like me, being died by killing each other with the guns, shooting each other with the guns and stuff. I can say as an example, you see in US, many black kids, they've been dying because of their record. Imagine just police arrest you and then just shoot you because of you. It's not about the police.
So when the police
might be a
approaches you,
racist, but it might be a racist, but he's not like. Why am I being racist to somebody who I don't know? Like, it's you first, and then the police comes after. It's your record. You build your record, and then the police follow your record. Where you it's just an example. I mean, what I mean is our record. Build your own record first, and then others, they can see what you are doing out there and then start following you slow, and they understand where you are going. Because I cannot just be a gangster and then expect those people out there to respect me.
Okay. Do you think, the way I understood this, do you think Africans' records towards other people, like other countrymen, do you think African record look bad?
Yes.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, do you think is it true? But I'll ask you a question.
Okay.
The same question, because he's spoken about records. Our record as African, all over Africa. I'm talking about the whole Africa.
Yep.
Do you think what people know about us as Africans is only bad things? Is our record bad there, like majority? I'm not saying like 100% everything, but what do you think?
Well, I think it's about where those Africans are. Because Africans who were back in Africa, they have their own record. So I think he was talking more of those maybe who grew up in America, how they grew up seeing their brothers and their siblings, their role models growing up. So they follow up in those steps.
Okay.
You see? So what I grew up looking at my role model doing is what I'll end up doing.
Right.
Yeah.
It's true.
Because if we go back to Africa, there is a comment here I see someone saying Africa needs prayers.
We need praise.
Yeah. It's a very powerful comment, because actually back in Africa, I think now Africans are the people who are trying to bring back the gospel back to the white people. But it's like when they get here, they forget the God that brought them here.
So they turn.
It's like
land.
Yeah, it's like they are already in heaven. Yeah,
So they look at this country like heaven.
Try to make your research,
right,
and check how they behave, once they get used to this place when they get here.
But
It's not like the same way they came.
right.
They come so spiritual, too prayerful, but they get here and relax, get in a comfortable zone, and they forget, oh, there's a God who I was serving back in Africa.
Okay, so like that would be the question that we're going to talk about so much, like when you have time again to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because why would Africans come from Africa with a certain behavior? They pray, like for example, they go to prayers, they go to mosque, they go to any religious, they go with the good behavior that teaches them to be nice.
Yeah.
Why would they come here and change that behavior? What do they do that? That would be a very nice question to sit and talk about next time, because there are so many factors behind that.
Yeah, you can check, like nowadays, not white people going to Africa to take the gospel there. It's the black people coming to these first world countries to bring the gospel.
Why do we think so, though?
You see, it's like God has moved to Africa, but when Africans are coming here, it's like they are leaving there, go to the airport somewhere along the way.
So, so you mean Africa is still somehow having God more than this place? Most of the things we think is that, right? Is that a fact or just thinking, right? Because I can go against you, right? Because that's what we think. We think white people don't have God anymore. But those who do respect God, I've gone in white people churches, and you find out they still respect God more than we Africans who are still here, who are coming here. Like, if we're not going to talk about religious today,
No.
but the day we're going to talk, we're going to keep that comment. That topic.
Yeah.
What's wrong? What is going on against with the Africans who are coming here and they change,
Yeah.
right?
What's making them change their ways?
Exactly. Are we blaming the country? Are we blaming the people who are here? Like, we'll talk about it. But today we're talking about most of the challenges that are facing Africans.
Yeah.
And it's a big topic. It's a big topic that we can talk about. We're all here,
Yeah.
right? There are so many, but I'm gonna ask for few solutions, right? So we may finish for today, and then we begin from where we're going to end up today. As I said, we're going to start on the religious, or on the behavior when they come here. What do they change? Why do Africans change, right?
Yeah.
Before we go to the solution, I'm going to read all these comments. The brother said that how do we relate to the concept of unity as African? That's what I meant. That's what he meant when he was asking the question, what's the definition of unity towards Africans? So that's what I meant. Our brothers gave me the right answer. Okay, so he has given the nice answer. I don't know. So he has given us the right answer as you've seen here. He said the brothers gave a great answer. And how do we get out of that ignorance and grow forwards to gain benefit and uniting? So how do we get that out of those challenges? That will be the other question before we get that's the question the guy is asking here on the comments. How do we get out of that? The challenges, we have this challenge of lacking unity, we have this challenge of not loving each other, we have the challenge of not supporting each other. But how do we get out of those? And even if they don't have ability, they want to be leaders. That's another comment.
Yeah.
But before that comment, he said that I think African people, they love each other and they have unity, but they don't know how to deal with it. You see, this is what people are saying. Everyone wants to lead and not to be able to be a follower. You know, this is a comment that people say.
It is a problem of leadership.
It might be, right?
Yeah.
We will not conclude on that, but it might be one of the problems because...
Could be that we can maybe have this
But fact of the matter is...
commentator as the next guest so that he can explain on this one, because this is powerful.
Yeah, I would say it's one of the challenge, right? Leadership love. Should I call it like that? People love to lead, but they don't, as you said, they don't have that ability to lead. You understand? They don't have that much ability to lead. They don't have that experience. Let me say that. They don't have that experience to lead, but they want to lead. Everyone want to be a leader in Africa. So is that one of the challenges, right? Do you think that's one of the challenges? Everyone wants to be a leader in every corner, in selling beans, in the churches, in everyone to be a leader. Is that a challenge for us?
Yes.
Why do you say yes?
I say yes because the challenge of people, everyone wish to be a leader. Everybody wants to be a leader, and part of saying, instead of saying, I can be just under this guy because I see this guy is, I can follow him, so I can learn what he's doing. Next time, if he get retired, I go there where he was, huh? Or I become the next leader. But people, they don't understand that, because if this guy is a leader, I want to be over him, or I want to be at the top of him.
So they're fighting for the leadership instead of waiting for the
Right time to come.
Do you think that's right?
I think that's right, because they said the problem, even the biggest challenge even in the leadership, there is a joke that someone said, if you want to hide something from an African, hide it in a book.
So that what?
Yeah.
So
Because, do you know why I'm saying that?
no.
If you want to, they say if you want to be a leader, you have to be a reader.
A reader.
Yeah. You can't lead if you can't read. Africans, how many Africans do you know that read books?
I will not say the number because I don't know, right? Because I will not say the numbers. How many of them?
Like, in the percentage of the people you know, out of 100%, how many do you know that read books?
There are only two people that I know that do read the Bible, the book. But I know some. I know.
Out of everyone you know in Africa.
If we go to books, because we have the Bible to write.
Yeah.
I know some pastors do read the Bible greatly, nicely. But about the book, the normal books, I only know two people. I will not talk about those that I don't know. Yeah, but that's what I know.
Then how do you educate yourself if you can't read from people who have achieved
So
something?
are you saying reading is the challenge that Africans are getting into?
We have that problem of reading.
So there's so many challenges then.
Yes, because if you want to be a leader, how much time do you spend reading?
But how does the reading make you a leader?
Because you read from people who have achieved in your area. If you want to be a married person, how many books did you read about marriage? If you want to be a businessman, how many books did you read about business?
But do you think people have become business guys? Do you think there are great marriages out there without reading a book?
I'm not sure about that, but from the people that I grew up looking up to,
Right.
they have told me those are spiritual leaders that I follow. Even from back way in my church in Kenya, all my leaders,
Yes.
they are doing good in marriages. The reason is they told me they followed people who are doing good in marriages. They read books of people who are doing good in marriages. Yeah.
So Africans, if they read, you're saying if they read, they're going to achieve most.
Yes, you have to learn from someone who have done it before you.
Okay.
Why are we reading the Bible? It's because there are people who did it that we want to do like them.
Okay.
Like David, he was not you guys.
His name is David.
Yeah.
But they said no to you.
So like those pastors you say that are reading books, the Bible, they want to follow in the footsteps of the people who were there before them.
Okay.
We are reading about Jesus because we are Christ-like as Christians. Do you know where the name Christians came from, right? It's
Yes.
from people, they saw the disciples and they say these people are Christ-like. So that's where the name Christians came from.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Christ-like. You follow in the steps of Jesus. He was there before you. So even there were people who were there before Jesus on earth. So even him, he said, I didn't come to remove the law. So there are things he was working in.
People commenting here, they still say lack of knowledge is a major problem. Even Jesus said that.
Yeah, the Bible says my people are perishing for lack of knowledge, not for lack of finances or lack of anything, lack of knowledge.
So, okay. Because of time, right, I'm just going to ask you one solution, because we'll do the second part of this. This is just the first part of this, why are Africans not making it. Even if you look at our Africa, the place where we come from, is not getting there. Is not moving as these countries faster. And when we as Africans come here, we're finding ourselves running behind others, right? Now, what one of the solutions that we can do as Africans, and those who are following, you can comment, what do you think Africans should do to make it, to change how people do look at them, to try to be successful in these foreign countries? Because once we are successful here, our country back there will be successful. What do you think? Just one comment, and one comment, then we can finish this topic today, because we're going to come to for the second one. Okay, you can talk, then he can talk, then we'll finish for today.
Yeah, my one comment will be, we get the knowledge. Because without knowledge, we'll try to do things by...
Can you please look at the camera and tell people?
Yeah. So, one comment will be, get the knowledge. Because without the knowledge, as I've just mentioned, even on the comment, people are perishing for lack of knowledge. We are perishing because we don't have the knowledge. Yeah. So, get the knowledge, get to know why other people are succeeding, and unite, because the Bible says, again, where there is unity, God commands his blessing. So if you get united, there are even some blessings that will just come your way.
Okay.
By just having that mindset of coming together.
Okay. I think I love that, and I'm gonna clap for that.
Thank you.
Anyways, thank you so much, brother, for that great answer. And we're going to hear from our brother, a young man, a youth. You're still a youth too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Anyways, we're just gonna. What do you think, Tom? What do you think? What should we do now? Because we've had some of the challenges. We've spoken about few challenges that we are facing as Africans here, right? You're going to face camera, and you're going to tell people who are watching today, what should we do? As you've heard our brother, he said we need to have knowledge. How can we have that knowledge? By reading, by learning from the people who have succeeded. That's what our brother said. And the second, he said unity, because the Bible says without unity, God will never pour any blessing from there, right? What do you think Africans should do to fix those problems that we've had today?
What I think is, just as Steve said, is to have the knowledge of that mindset of saying that we need to overcome this stuff that we've been passing through by telling our mentalities that what I'm doing, it's not the right thing, but what I'm doing, if I come ask you for
Advice.
For advice.
Okay.
And then this guy's advice, we might go together, and then my advice might be better, and yours might be better, his might be better. And we move forward together. So what I think is the solution might be just us coming together. The others join us where we are right now. The others know what you are doing for you to get where you are getting right now.
All right, so it's probably the same. Let me clap for that too. All right. So the issue is, if I've heard both of you, you've talked about knowledge, you've talked about coming together. That's unity. I would like the guys who are watching, please, to comment and see what should we do to overcome the problems that we're facing here in Canada, in the state, in every country, wherever you are. If you're watching this video, what do you think we should do as Africans to make it, to help our back home country, like back in Africa. What should we do to do it, right? And as I was listening along, I've heard about support, love, and if you're going to support, start by clicking here, right?
Yeah, that's right.
By clicking, if you're an African, if you're there and you want to support Africans, just click the button there. There is a red button there that says subscribe, like and share. And please, apart from that, feel free to put a comment there and say your mind. What's your opinion? What should we do, right?
That's right.
Anyways, it was nice to be with you guys, and I believe you're going to be here again for the second part. We will be talking about this until Africa is changed. And those who are watching here, please, if you have time to come and have an interview with us, or you have anything to talk about, what should we do, like, you know, you've had a comment, you've had a topic, please feel free to contact us at Bizoza, as we have a Bizoza there, down there, or you can put your contact information in the comments and we'll get to you. But the topic was, what should Africans do?
Yeah, to get where other people are.
Exactly. So tomorrow, should we say tomorrow? Sunday, I think Sunday. Sunday in the evening we'll be live again. We're going to talk about this. What should Africans do? Because what I've seen, Africans are lacking a lot. To me. And I don't want to talk about it. I need people that will be bringing to talk about it. Like you, like him. And ABCD, we will have a lot of people who come and tell us, maybe this might change our mindset as Africans. I would love Africans to come together, as you guys said.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
love the young people to come together, to support each other, to love each other, to try to learn from other successful people. Like we spoke about Indians, how they're coming together, Chinese, they're coming together and they're making it here. We can see with our naked eyes.
Well, probably maybe you guys can invite maybe maybe an Indian person or a Chinese person, maybe to give us some ideas. Well, they are making it and we're not.
And the good thing is, to success, you have to start from home, where you come from.
Success.
Charity starts from at home.
Yeah.
So why are you saying that? What?
Why I say that is because if I come from home right now and tell my brothers, if you see brother Steve right there, sorry.
Is it because of my hair? Or
That's it. If you see brother Steve right there, don't talk to him. Means I'm building bad mindset on my brothers and my sisters. So it has to come from where I come from, and then show the people what I can do. Oh, start from your kids, from your wife, from your mom, from your dad, and stuff, and then bring to others.
The sad thing I can say, it's even happening in churches.
Oh, let's not start about churches. Because if we start churches, it's going to take us the whole night talking about this.
Yeah.
We will have a time to talk about the churches. Because it might be, I will not call the church the problem, but the people who are in the church. That are becoming a big problem in this African race. And we'll have a time to talk about it for real, for sure. We have to talk about it, because every problem we're talking about it is the conclusion is ending up there most of the time. But I will not say that. We'll have people with big minds to come and tell us more about it. Like you guys, you have big minds. You see, like the youth, right? There's no more youth in the church. Most of them are not in the church anymore. The youth will come and tell us what's going on. So yes.
Why are they not in church?
Yeah, but today we want to end up our broadcast today, right now here. But we thank everyone who was here commenting, doing everything that is supporting us. Thank you so much. We have a lot of people here. We had Inez Maria. The person was there doing great, and we really appreciate for what you've been doing. We have Pastor Keely. We have sister and my wife, my lovely wife, Esperance Mapenzi. You can see it.
Yeah, right.
That's my wife, and yeah, I'm married. These guys are not married, so they're still searching. So you can if you like the guy here or the guy on my left, so please. I don't know. I'm not talking. I'm not going to talk about it. Felix was there watching. We have Pastor Akinali was also watching. We had a lot of people watching here. Please, if I did not mention your name, please.
Yeah, there's also
apology.
Samuel.
Samuel is that?
Samuel.
Okay, this phone is not showing me everybody.
Oh, okay.
But if you see everybody, please mention the name. You feel free to mention the name and yeah.
Yeah, sure.
That's it?
That's
okay.
it.
Yeah, thank you so much everyone who was watching with us. My name is Mapenzi Chamutu.
My name is Steve. Also, something I didn't tell you in the beginning. I'm a photographer. I'm a videographer. I do graphic design. So you have an event, you have a wedding, you have a graduation, you have a burial, you have anything you are celebrating, you just call me. I just give you memories through my lenses.
There you go. So we have talented people here too. See, you can learn from him by supporting, loving, and everything. This is what we're talking about. If somebody does things like that, we as Africans, we have to come together and support his work, right? And that's what we're talking about, right?
That's right.
If we don't do it, that means we're not going to achieve anything. We will leave him and he will die with his talents. And who's dying? Africans, you know. Anyways, thank you so much, brother.
You're welcome, sir.
Brother David is always with us here. And the guys, I will not forget to mention the guys at the back. The guys at the back, we have our brother Richard Bizoza. Yeah, thank you so much for being on the computer and trying to make sure everything is moving smoothly. We have our brother Amuri is also back on the camera. Thank you so much for what you're doing. And yeah, I think that's it. And thank you once again, everyone who's watching today and those who will watch after this broadcast. Please feel free to put your comment down. My name is Mapenzi and I sign out. This is Mr. Give Mapenzi Chamu to buy, and God bless you. Keep us in prayer.
All right.
God bless you. Thank you so much. Bye.